In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 22, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Antonio Spurs vs. Milwaukee Bucks. It's an interconference battle on the hardwood when a pair of teams on opposite sides of the playoff cut line meet in Cream City. The San Antonio Spurs are on the road as they make the trip to face the Milwaukee Bucks Wednesday night. San Antonio was in action Tuesday night as they were in the Big Easy to face the Pelicans. The Spurs rallied to down the Hawks 126-118 at home Sunday in their previous contest, winning outright as a 10-point underdog. Milwaukee down Toronto 118-111 at home Sunday night in their previous contest, failing to cover the line as a 7.5-point favorite. In the all-time series between the teams, the Spurs own a 53-43 advantage and have taken the last 2 meetings. That includes a 111-91 home win in the first matchup this season on November 11, 2022. The Spurs are 8-23 against the spread in their last 31 road games and 7-19 against the spread in their last 26 games overall. The Bucks are 10-4-1 against the spread in their last 15 Wednesday games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 home games. The over is 6-2 in Spurs' last 8 overall. The over is 19-8 in Bucks' last 27 home games. The Spurs are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Milwaukee and 8-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings. The Spurs are likely shorthanded again, as Jeremy Sochan, Keldon Johnson, and Devin Vassell are all listed as day-to-day, while the Bucks have ruled out Meyers Leonard, Ye Crowder, and Goran Dragic again. The end of the regular season can't come quick enough for the Spurs, who are just resting different players on different nights, while the Bucks have continued to run through teams on a nightly basis. I can't imagine anything but an easy win for the Bucks in this spot. I don't want to back the San Antonio Spurs as much as the next guy, as they're a team in tank mode, and they don't cover numbers despite being big underdogs nightly. However, this is a number you don't often see in the NBA, and I'm not going to lay it. The Bucks are capable of blowing the doors off, but this is also late in the season for a veteran team. It's about winning and moving on to the next, not running up the score on a bottom feeder. With the line so hefty, I believe that the Spurs can hang around long enough to get a backdoor cover in the end. So the San Antonio Spurs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. San Antonio heads into Tuesday's action having seen the over post a 41-29-1 record in their 71 games this season. The Spurs had gone over the number in 6 of their last 8 games heading into Tuesday's contest. San Antonio has embraced the running game, which is something unusual for a Greg Popovich-coached team, as they enter this contest 5th in the league with 101.1 possessions a night, while they are 28th in turnovers with 15.5 per game. Milwaukee has stayed under the number in 37 of their 71 games on the year. The Bucks are 22nd in turnovers as they commit 14.7 per contest. Milwaukee is slightly above average in terms of pace, as they are 11th in that category with an average of 100.3 possessions a night. With San Antonio's horrific defensive metrics in the second game of back-to-back situations, look for the Bucks to hang a hefty number, helping push this one past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks vs. Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an interconference battle on the hardwood as a pair of teams search for a victory in the land of 10,000 lakes. The Atlanta Hawks are on the road as they make the trip to face the Minnesota Timberwolves Wednesday night. Atlanta was in action Tuesday night as they hosted the Pistons in an Eastern Conference battle. The Hawks were beaten 126-118 on the road by the Spurs Sunday in their previous game, losing outright as a 10-point favorite. Minnesota knocked off the Knicks 140-134 on the road Monday night, winning outright as an 8-point underdog. In the all-time series between the teams, the Hawks own a 40-24 advantage, but it was the Timberwolves picking up a 136-115 road win in the first meeting this season, March 13th. The Atlanta Hawks have been in decent shape as they've won 4 of their last 7 games overall, and they will be hoping to stay hot after blowing past the lowly Pistons in a 129-107 home win last night. Trae Young led the way with 30 points and 12 assists. Bogdanovic added 18 points, while John Collins chipped in with 15 points. As a team, the Hawks shot 46% from the field and 14 of 38 from the three-point line as they set the tone with 38 points in the first quarter to take the early lead before they dominated the third quarter by 33-19 to put the game to bed early. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves have been in a rut as they've lost 5 of their last 7 games overall, but they will be looking to build some momentum after snapping a 3-game skid with a 140-134 road win over the red-hot Knicks on Monday. Taurean Prince led the team with 35 points on 12 of 13 shooting. Mike Conley added 24 points with 11 assists. Jaden McDaniels scored 18 points, while Rudy Gobert chipped in with 16 points. As a team, the Timberwolves shot a sizzling 61% from the field and 14 of 24 from the three-point line as they looked to be in trouble when they surrendered a 17-point lead, but they made up for it as they closed the final 420 on a 16-5 run to snatch the win from the jaws of defeat. The Hawks are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games, playing on 0 days rest, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 road games. The Timberwolves are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 Wednesday games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games. The over is 4-1 in Hawks' last 5 Wednesday games. The over is 5-1 in Timberwolves' last 6 overall. The Hawks are 4-0-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota and 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Hawks could be shorthanded again as DeJounte Murray is listed as day-to-day, while the Timberwolves are keeping eyes on Jalen Noel, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Edwards, who are all listed as questionable. The Atlanta Hawks have played decent ball over the last month, but they still have issues stringing wins together, and I don't trust them on the road yet or against above-average teams. The Minnesota Timberwolves play their best ball at home, where they win by an average of 1 point, and there's reports Edwards and Towns could return for this contest. If that's the case, this will be the best roster the Timberwolves have played since Karl Anthony Towns' injury. So the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Hawks and Timberwolves are top 10 in pace entering this inter-conference matchup, a very important game for both teams. After Atlanta lost in awful fashion to the San Antonio Spurs Sunday, I expect them to play a lot better in this game, especially on the defensive end. Atlanta has done an excellent job with turnovers this season, entering this contest second in turnover percentage, only behind the Toronto Raptors. I anticipate a much cleaner game from the Hawks, and although both teams play at a fast pace, the total is higher than expected. Anthony Edwards will likely be out, and the Timberwolves lack a scoring point with him absent from the lineup. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.